can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you.
Hey guys, welcome to the Oracle of Lilith. My name is Amy, and today I'm doing a pick a card all about what is coming towards you in 2023. I'm going to get into what's coming towards you in love, in money, and career, and we're going to see what Spirit has for you as well. I'm going to be pulling letters and charms at the end of each group. I also have a pre-shuffle, but I'll be pulling cards as I go, as I need to for clarity. If this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello, how are you? It's so good to have you. I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel and becoming a member of my tribe. If you are a returning subscriber, hey guys, what is up? How are you? It's always good to connect with your energy, and I truly appreciate you guys being here. Now, keep in mind this is a general reading. It's a general session, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do offer personal and private readings and sessions. A link to my new website with a menu of all my current offerings is down below, and a link to all my different platforms, my social media, is down below in the description box as well. Today I have 4 groups for you, and I have these 8 psychic linking objects. So we have a card and an angel crystal. The crystals were donated, well, they were a gift to me from the Abyss Tarot. Rosie over there was kind enough to send me, she sent me a lot of stuff, and this was some of them, and I felt really guided to use these crystals with the cards. I've had subscribers ask me to use more crystals, and I thought that was appropriate for this reading. Now, the cards that I'm using are Major Arcana from the Starman Tarot deck. This is one of my oldest decks, and probably the deck I've worked with the most. Yeah, this deck was very life-changing for me. There's a lot of light codes in this deck, and deep subconscious symbolism in this deck because it's created by an artist, so it kind of opens up that artistic part of your brain with a lot of symbolism and things like that. And yeah, so I really enjoy this tarot deck, and I felt intensely guided to use these cards for this particular reading. So let's get into the cards and the crystals for you guys. Group 1, your card is the Emperor. Group 1, your crystal is the Obsidian Angel. Obsidian is good for clearing, for grounding. It can help clear psychic congestion, psychic fog. Group 2, your card is the Star card. That's not just any star, my friend. Your crystal is this white jade angel. White jade is good for good luck. It's a peaceful and calming crystal. Group 3, your card is the Empress. Yeah, that's a very special Empress card. All these cards are very special, but this Empress is one of kind. Group 3, your crystal is gray quartz, and this is good for balancing your emotions, stress relief, clarity. Group 4, you are the Sun card. Now I'm going to tell you, Group 4, this card, it changed the pathway of my life. This is 1,000-arm Kuan Yin. As you can see, this is a multi-dimensional image. So if you're drawn to this, it's a very powerful card. Big Leo energy here. Your crystal is a cherry volcano quartz. This is good for vitality, and it's good for motivation. Okay, so those are your selections. I will insert a little video like I always do with some music so you guys can kind of chill out and see which groups you're drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one group, there's probably more than one message here for you. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures on the other side. Bye, guys.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.
Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with, now they looking nervously. And I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe, I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
I can't contain it, I'm coming out with a statement. You really changed, man, all your music and arrangement. You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta struggle through the sewer.
What you say? Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
Hey, group one, all of you that were drawn to this obsidian angel and or you were drawn to the Emperor from the Starman Tarot, this is going to be your reading all about what's coming towards you in 2023. Now, I've picked up on some major energy from this Emperor card. First of all, you can see this Emperor standing here. This masculine energy feels very primal, feels almost like wolf-like. And the Hierophant in this deck also feels like a werewolf, has like werewolf-like features. I can't really explain it, and I don't have the card with me, so I can't show it to you. But yeah, it has that kind of feel. So, and what I'm getting from the spirit guides that are gathering around me is that this back here feels like a kingdom. This feels like the Emperor's kingdom, like the gateway to this Emperor's kingdom. And it's almost like, do you want into my kingdom, this magical kingdom? this gateway that's opening for you in 2023. It feels very multidimensional. And it feels like the key isn't just a physical key, but it's a spiritual key. Let's go through your cards here and get some more energy that's coming in for you. I have a lot of cards. I'm going to pull for clarity. At the end, I'm going to get initials. I'm going to get charms. I'm also going to get numbers of alignment, and we're going to see what all's coming in for you in 2023. We have the scarab beetle spirit. Magic works through you. Now, this for me, along with this, is the overall energy for 2023 for you, Group 1. I feel like, especially with this obsidian crystal here, there's a very magical vibe around you. I feel like I'm seeing the foundations of a building being planted. And not just planted, but being planted deeply into the soil, and they've put like rods deep into the ground, and there's an underground bunker. It's like a castle's being built, and this is of your creation. I feel like whatever you have been manifesting is going to begin to come through in 2023. If you haven't started to see it, which Group 1, I feel like a lot of you have started to see it like trickle in, or breadcrumbs of it. I think in 2023, you're going to start to see like the actual structure start to come through. And it may rock your world a little bit. So let's get into it. First thing I'm going to pull on is your career and money. We're going to find out what's going on there. Okay, so the first thing I have is Sagittarius. I see. Wow. I'm just feeling, and 21 reduces to a 3. Okay. And what I'm feeling is like the 3 of Wands here. I'm feeling like the way has been cleared. The pathway has been cleared. The plan's laid. And now we're going to break ground. Okay, literally seeing like architecture designs laid out, and it's as if you know the way now. You know how you're going to get there, and you're ready to go. I always talk about the 3 of Wands card, which I'm feeling with the Sagittarius IC card. I always talk about this like, the 4 of Wands is a card about going like celebrations and things like that. And I always feel like the 3 of Wands is like you're getting ready to go on your family vacation. You've cleaned the house. You've got your bags packed. If it's a road trip, you know, you've got the car ready. You got the snacks. You got your plans laid out. You got your, well, you used to have your mixtapes together. You knew where you were going to stop. You got all your plans. The car's packed, and it's 7 o'clock at night, and it's time for everyone to start heading towards bed. And you're really, really excited. You know what you're going to do, and you're just ready to get on with it. And I feel like that's the excitement I feel in your money and career sector. Okay. All right. And we have show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. Okay, you may be an Aquarius or Sagittarius. So I'm also getting Leo, Aries. You may be Gemini, Libra as well. I feel like you guys, there's something that you're going to be bringing out of yourself. This feels like the creative vision, this thing you want in your career. It could be that you're just more driven and more focused on your goals in life. It could be that you're just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go for it. I have nothing to lose. I feel like 2023, which is in numerology is the year 7. I just feel like it's time. Like we've spent the last few years like clearing out a lot of cobwebs. You guys may have been dealing with fears of money. And I know that may sound weird to some people, but if you have ever experienced like poverty or a lot of lack where like you suffered from not having money, there can be a fear of it. And the fear of money can manifest this way. Every time you get money, you spend all of it. You can't save it. You have to spend it all because it feels good to spend it. And when you spend it and you get things, you get that little jolt, not jot, that jolt of adrenaline or that jolt of dopamine or whatever it is. And you feel really good. And then you have all this stuff left and no money. And then you're plunged back into that pattern. Or you save everything. You save to the point where you really don't have your needs met, but you have this money. It can manifest in those kind of ways or various forms of those. And I feel like a lot of you have been clearing those behaviors. You've been, they may still be there. You may still be working on it, but you've been dealing with your fear of money, your fears around money, around lack. How you know that you have worked through it is you know when to spend and you know when to save. You know what's reasonable and you know when it's time to kind of splurge. You have a good flow and feeling for money. You understand that it's a tool, that yes, you have needs that need to be met. And right now our needs are expensive. Food's expensive, gas is expensive, housing's expensive. So our needs right now seem to be coming before those things that we want. And if you're in one of these poverty dealing cycles or lack cycles, it can be difficult. So as a collective, we're being guided to deal with these issues. And I feel like group one, that's part of what you've been doing. And some of you may, even though right now the world is really having a hard time financially overall, and you may have peace about it now because you understand that money has an ebb and flow. And that the big fears that are being projected or attempted to be projected upon the collective, they're not really going as deeply as they used to. Because people understand now there are other options. Like we're in a generation and we're in a time where other options are becoming more and more clear. That the structures we've been given in this world to deal with money and resources aren't necessarily the only structures. And we can build new ones. With this Sagittarius energy here, I feel like you probably really think outside the box. You're probably very creative with all this magical energy here. I often talk about art and magic being very deeply connected. People who are artists often are creating from a very high state, like a higher self state. And I feel like for some of you, your higher self is in on this like deep attunement of your creative self and your financial self. In other words, it's like the universe and your higher self are working in unison to allow you to get some abundance from something creative that you do. That may not resonate for all of you, okay? Because the Emperor isn't often known as a creative at all. The Emperor is more like, they support the arts. They see the value in the arts, but they aren't necessarily thought of as the most creative of the arcana. But this Emperor here feels like a creator. Like this Emperor created this magical kingdom, which is a whole kind of different view of an emperor. Okay, let's get into the tarot with your money. So I'm feeling you have a lot of cards in reverse. I'm going to leave them. We have the Ace of Potions in reverse. We have the King of Potions in reverse. And we have the Eight of Presents in reverse. And I feel like for you guys, you've heard all this good stuff, right? But now it's like the reality is you haven't seen the abundance, not really. You've seen breadcrumbs. You've had synchronicities, and you've gotten tarot readings where they've been like, oh yeah, this is going to happen. Oh yeah, this is going to happen. Understand that tarot readings are general readings, okay? And this is generally the energy around your group, okay? But understand we all have free will. And you make decisions every moment, every day that can change your destiny, okay? But if you resonate heavily with a group, then that's your group, right? But just understand that you make a lot of decisions that can change the outcome, right? The universe tries to align you in the most powerful and efficient way. And I see here that as far as opportunity and money goes, it's been a struggle. And it's really hard to believe that this thing you've been working, listen, I understand this, probably more than you know. It's hard to believe that something you've put time and attention into after all your hard work may actually begin to flow for you. Okay, and I understand that, but understand also, you also have the King of Potions on the table. It's just in reverse. We have the Ace of Potions on the table. It's just in reverse. We have the Eight of Presents on the table. It's just in reverse. Okay, so really all it is a shifting of your perspective. And I feel like there is going to be a catalyst for that. Okay, there's going to be a shifting of your perspective in money. And I want to know about that. Tell me about this shift. I am going to go to, nope. This, well, I just spilled them all. Okay. I'm going to go to the Animalistic Desires and Messages deck from the Abyss Tarot. And we are going to find out about this shift. Tell me about the shift that's going to happen for my group 1, where all these cards are going to be flipped the right side up. Tell me about the shift, the shifting energy. Nope. Okay, this one. We have Vulture. People need to leave shit in the past. They don't know how hard you've worked to change. Don't allow them to pick on you anymore. You are going to have to leave the shit in the past. Okay? You're going to have to make a decision. You're going to come to a decision that whatever this is, the mistakes you've made in money, the mistakes you've made in life, the mistakes you've made in your career, you're going to have to let them go. You can't continue to let the dead haunt you. It's in the past for a reason. And you have to allow yourself to have a new beginning. Okay? It's very important. No one's going to give it to you. You can manifest the hell out of your life. But I had a mentor many years ago. And he told me, he was like, and I had never heard this metaphor for baggage. But he was like, you're dragging around a bunch of dead bodies. And you're going to have to decide to cut some of them loose. And he was like, it's not just baggage. Like you're literally carrying like rotting flesh with you. You have to let it go to move forward. Otherwise, people can smell it on you. And it keeps others away. So you need to free yourself. Let the vultures have it. Let the vultures have it, okay? And stop allowing the people from your past who have given you these issues around money. This could be family. It could be a partner. Do not allow their negativity to keep you from accomplishing your goals. If someone's trying to get you off your game when you're working hard, if someone's trying to get in your way, they are not on your side, and they are a low-key hater. And they are not worth your time, honey, okay? You are on to bigger and better things. Tell me more. Tell me more about this change. Okay, we have union. Oh, wow. And we have celebration. Oh, oh, wow. Okay, so there may be someone that helps you see your potential. This could be a new job. It could be somebody at work. It also could be, I have love cards over here we're going to get into in a minute. But there's definitely, I'm going to need to know more. Y'all can't leave me like this. Okay? You're saying union and celebration. Okay, I get that. But see, we still need to know about the shift. Are you telling me that union's coming in is going to change your perspective on money? A relationship? I'm just going to need to, some more information on that, okay? You guys are going to have to give me more. Because this is a major shift. You don't go from, lack and struggling to see possibility, even though this is someone who does the work, but hasn't really seen the abundance because they don't believe they're worth it. They don't believe they've earned it. Like deep down, even though everyone around them can see they've earned it, they still can't get to that place. Tell me more. The moon. The Fool. And the Nine of Wands. That came out in reverse. You're being stubborn. You got to let it go. Okay? You've got to let it go. See the truth. See the truth. Okay? See the lies that have been told to you. Okay? You are not the lies that were told to you. The people who don't believe you, they're jealous. They're envious. They see your potential. They see that you want something more, that you're working hard. This group's been working on something. If you haven't, this is not your group. This is the hard-working group. An emperor puts their heart and soul into creating this thing. This business, this career, this whatever this is. And this emperor deserves this abundance. They deserve this Ace of Potions. This is wish fulfillment. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, this is someone who's worked very hard and gotten to a point where they are at some level of proficiency at their job. Okay, King of Potions. Okay, we're holding the bottle. Now this is someone holding the bottle. They're holding their cup of desire, their bottle of desire, their wish fulfillment. They got it. I hear this guy saying, I got it. It's mine. And this has to do with following your intuition, seeing beyond the lies, seeing beyond the illusion, and being willing to take a chance, okay? Take a chance on yourself. Stop being stubborn. When you feel guided to do something, honey, you need to do it, okay? All right, let's go ahead and move into love. Okay, I'm going to leave the celebration and union card because I feel like that is related to love. We'll see what comes out. Okay. We have, okay, attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. All right, okay. So if you're with someone, then you're going to feel very attracted to them in 2020. If you're single, you're attracting someone. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Okay, so you have doubts. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Oh, okay. All right, y'all might be busy at the holiday time. Okay, we have commitment. And we have the swans, which I have a swan charm. And whenever the swan charms come out, I always think of twin flames, which I don't like the label, so whatever. But yeah. Okay, let's get into your, well, let's not flip them. We'll get into your tarot. We have the Eight of Wands, the great and exalted God. Grandeur makes one passionate towards God. Okay, so this is a passionate person. We have the Devil in reverse. Seduction and downfall, communicates with the dead, teaches the occult and magic. Interesting vibe. Eight of Pentacles, God the teacher, intellectual talent, provides knowledge. Okay, I'm going to need some clarity on this tarot. Okay, so I feel like, first of all, you're dealing with some doubt. If you're in a relationship with somebody, you're dealing with some doubt. If you're with your person, if you want to continue, okay? I'm just calling it like I'm seeing it. For others, this is someone coming in, or you wondering if someone's going to come in, but there's doubt here in this love. And I feel like, let's just clarify this Devil in reverse. Tell me about this Devil in reverse. Tell me about the Devil in reverse. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Oh, no. We have the Empress. Oh, no. And we have the 8, the 6 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so, all right. Okay, so some of you guys aren't going to like this. If you don't want to hear this love reading, just skip ahead. Just skip ahead a little bit, okay? I don't know how long, probably 10 minutes or so. I don't know. But I feel like for some of you, this is an X. Dun, 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 dun. I'm sorry. This won't resonate for all of you. Okay, you're still attracted to them. You had a good time. You're probably married. Okay. If you weren't married, you talked about it or thought about it, and something happened. Okay. There was a breakup or a separation of some kind. Now, if this isn't an ex and you're with somebody, there's some kind of separation here. Either like it's a long distance, you don't live together, but there's definitely attraction here. But the problem is it seems like in 2023, there's going to be more attention placed on the lack of passion and why you aren't experiencing passion in your connection. And I feel like it has to do with this distance. Some of you guys are just like live in different places. And for others, you've broken up and there's just a lack of emotional closeness or physical closeness. I feel like this has an emotional part to it. Like there is something going on emotionally with this couple. Like there's a lack of emotional depth. There is someone or both of you who are over analyzing this connection. And it's causing an issue with the passion here because it's like both of you are in your heads, whether you're together or you meet or you're an ex, whatever the situation is. In 2023, I see group 1 being in their head about some kind of commitment. And, you know, I feel sweetness here with the honeymoon card. So it's not like there is an attraction. There is. It says attraction. But there's something about like the sexual chemistry here that seems to almost be disconnected because there is an emotional component that needs to be deepened. Okay. And I'm going to pull some cards on that. Tell me about this emotional aspect. Tell me about this emotional aspect. Tell me about this emotional aspect for this union. Oh, 3 cards came out. Okay. All right. You can't see if you can't. You won't see if you can unless you cross the bridge. Okay. Don't ever be afraid to show your true colors. Ah, okay. Both of you guys. You've only got 3 choices in life. Give up, give in, or give it all you got. Okay. So maybe that's the decision. I feel like you're going to come to a place in this relationship, and this may affect your money, how you see your life, where in 2023, you're going to decide to go all in. You're going to come to a decision where it's just like, if it's an ex, you're going to be like, either we're going to do this shit or we're not. With your relationship, you're either going to, have a conversation where you like open up emotionally, you get real vulnerable, you tell your partner what you need to be happy, they tell you what they need to be happy, and you work it out. You go all in and you take the leap of faith. And with the financial, we had the Fool there. That may be the leap we're talking about. This may be what changes your frequency in 2023, where you're able, when you get really open and you become more vulnerable to someone else and you proclaim what you want, when you start telling people what you want, what you need in a relationship, it may be something that just kind of bubbles over into different areas of your life. Yeah. You got to be honest about who you are to get what you want, okay? Be it you single, in a relationship or not. And I feel like for a lot of you guys in group 2 in love, you've been reluctant to open up. You've been reluctant to be vulnerable. Even though we have union and chemistry and all these good feelings, there's just been a reluctance to like bare yourself, bare your emotions, bare your thoughts. It's almost like if you guys have been in a relationship, it's like you've gotten close to somebody, but not too close. You've kept your guard up. You've remained safe. And in 2023, I feel like your guides are going to be like, you need to make the leap of faith. Either you want this or you don't. And if you don't, then you need to fold up on it and move on. Or you need to go all in. And when you go all in or you fold up, that will be what helps you shift your frequency. Because I feel like there's just a shifting of the way you look at life. I feel like you'll be looking at life in like a completely different way. As if, you know, and I think I talked about this, it was probably in Stoned Oracle, the last Stoned Oracle. When you get to that place in life where you have nothing left to lose, that for me personally, when I got to that place where I had nothing left to lose, it became a very powerful moment, because in that moment I realized everything was possible because I was no longer attached to really anything. And so a lot of possibilities can open up for you. It can really help you focus and become more driven and begin to see your kingdom, your castle, your foundation be laid and the walls be built of your castle. So it can be very powerful. Okay, so let's see what other messages Spirit has for you. All right. Okay, we have reconsider, romance, okay, and we have invoking guides, gods, and guardians, and we have engaging with fears and doubts. Yes, that's what you're doing in 2023. You're working through some fears and doubts. You're reconsidering options. You're seeing new options. You're making choices. And I feel like you're getting less and less afraid. This romance card, what happens in your romantic life will affect you in finance. It's going to affect you in your career. I feel like there's going to be some very powerful movement in your romance life. I feel like your romantic life is, it's almost like that. It's going to be the place where your frequency really changes. Being open to other people really does open your life up in every area. So just be aware of that. Okay. Tell me more. I want to know about this reconsider and engaging fears and doubts. Tell me about that. That one tried to flip. We'll take that one and that one. Okay. Okay, those two. All right. Okay. These already flipped over. So we have our backs tell the story. No books have the spine to carry. You know, I understand that you've been through a lot. I feel like in the area of love, just in general, be it romantic or otherwise, you've been through a lot. Okay, people haven't exactly been good to you in your life. Okay, and I know you're reluctant to open up to people, but keeping yourself so distant from people is really keeping you from abundance. It's keeping you from opportunity. It's keeping you from getting people into your life. You may have let go of people, the people that are part of this baggage, and you may not have found many people come into your life yet. And it's because you have your walls up, you have your guard up, and you may not understand that to others you feel hard to approach, almost unapproachable to some people, or you can be very intimidating. And I feel like 2023 is about you letting your guard down so you can receive all the wonderful things you've been trying or working on manifesting from the universe. You've put in all the work and now it's time to receive, but it's almost like you're keeping yourself from receiving due to fear. That's not fair to you. That's not fair to all the work you've done, right? Pay close attention to friends who don't clap when you win. Some of you guys have haters in your group around you. You've had them, and this is why. This is why you are so guarded. You don't really trust yourself about making decisions about who's in your life. I get that, but you just have to put yourself back out there. You have to know that you've learned better, and that whoever comes into your life, whatever the experience is, you have to trust that it really was in your highest good. Now, I know that's hard to hear if you have trauma. I'm a traumatized person, so I feel a certain way about that. I feel like we can do without a lot of the pain in life, but sometimes that's how it works out. But instead of growing bitter about all the shit we've been through, we can instead understand that we've become more aware that people not always have good intentions, and that some people, ultimately most people are out for themselves, which is not a judgment, it's just a truth. And that allows you to see people in a more realistic way. If you put every person you meet on a pedestal and expect them to be a perfect person, you're going to be disappointed every single time. But if when you open up the door, you know that this person has the potential to be both good and bad, quote unquote, then you have a realistic perspective on who a human being is. And so you can be more wise about how you deal with said person. So I'm not saying to lower your guard and let a complete stranger walk in your front door. Vet people. But don't guard yourself to the point where you vet them to keep them out. You're vetting them to let them in. Remember, that's the point, is to vet them to let them in, okay? Okay, there's only one thing that makes someone change: their own realization that they need to do it. Boom. This is powerful when you're able to see that it's time for you to change. We're talking about you, not your partner, not the people around you, not anyone else. This is about you. You seeing the truth in your life. You seeing how you're keeping people away from you. You seeing how you're blocking yourself from experiencing all those things that you want to in life. As long as we blame the outside world and we don't look inside and reflect, it's hard to see the pathway to the other side. At some point, we have to say, how can I change things? How can I change my situation? And I'll tell you, as someone who spent a long time in bed, very, very sick, I was in a situation that was impossible. And if you'd asked me like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, if I would be sitting here doing this, I would laughed at you and been like, there's no way. I can barely walk around. I can barely get out of bed. How am I going to sit at a table and do this? I don't have to sit there very long, but still, I just wasn't in a place where I could do this kind of work. You never know what can open up by simply realizing that you need to change. And I had that moment where I knew that if I did not change, I probably wasn't going to be around much longer. And for me, that was a powerful moment. Everyone's moment is a little bit different. Mine was kind of intense. Not all moments are like that. It can be just as simple as saying, you know what? I think I'm going to love myself more and hate myself less and see what happens. I think I'm going to give myself more grace. I started giving myself more grace when I had my teeth pulled out in last year. And that was really hard for me. But it really helped me learn a lot about myself when I started doing that. And it's powerful when you start shifting how you deal with yourself. When you stop being so mean to yourself, amazing, miraculous things can happen. Okay, we have the second chakra, I feel, orange. So that is going to be sacral, your sacral chakra. Okay, so, and that is connected to like sensuality. That is the chakra that's around your navel. So I feel like a lot of these changes are going to help you get back into your life force. You're going to feel more vitality with this orange energy, because I'm feeling a lot of orange. Catch the color orange here. We have an orange dress. I'm just feeling like a lot of the shifting, a lot of the doubts, working through that, calling in your guides, your ancestors, your guardians. I think there's going to be a deep healing that's going to help you renew your vitality and inspiration for life. And it's going to give you clarity. It's going to help you open up about your feelings. It's going to help you see abundance in a different way. It's going to help you get more creative, and open up to possibility. So 2023 looks like it's a year of like a big decision, a big pivot point in how you see things. That's going to allow a shifting in your finances, in your love life, and in how you view yourself. It feels very radical, group one. All right, let's get some numbers, some letters, and some charms for you guys. Hey, group one, we have your numbers, your letters, and your charms. Now, keep in mind, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates. These could be your initials, the initials of your person. It could be an important person. It could be their name, a place you work, something in common, something meaningful. Just take what resonates here. Okay, the letters I have for you are N, T, F, G, A, G, I, Z, I, H, U, B, J, E, C, Z, L, M, C, A, S, U, E, T, A, W, R, X, E, Q, A, B. Now, the numbers that it came out for you were fours. The repeating numbers were 4, 4, 1, 1, and then I have a 3 and a 5. So 3, 4, 5 could be an important number for you. 11, 11, 1, 3, 1, 3, 4, 4. 4343, 4141, 4411, 3311, 5511. Any kind of mixture of those numbers could be signs that will be signs that you are aligning. And especially when this decision or a leap comes where you're having to shift, you're not having to, but you're shifting your perspective and you may feel uncomfortable because you're in new energy. Those fours, lining up with those fours, is going to be a validation of the choice you've made. 11s will be a sign that you're entering a new gateway. Okay, remember the gateway from the Emperor card that we were talking about. That's a multi-dimensional gateway. And so you may see 11s often because you're entering interdimensional gateways that will change your life in different areas. Okay, so manifesting in different areas at different times. All right. Okay, let's get into your charms here. Okay, so we have the vampire teeth. Okay, so that for me is always about parasitic energy. I'm feeling family parasites. You may have some parasitic energy in your family that you've cut off, or you may feel that you need to cut off. These may be people who don't really believe in your talents. We have a guitar here. So you may be someone who has some kind of natural talent. It doesn't have to be music. That's just a symbol for me of something, some kind of gift that you have. And we have this little orange star. And again, what I'm feeling here with the orange color is a lot of healing, a lot of vitality returning to your life. And I feel concern. I feel like there's concern here. You may run into some health issues this year where you're concerned. And I feel like part of this health matter has to do with you getting into a more healthy place. So I know that when you have health issues, it can be very scary, group one, but have faith. We have the heart with the nurse's hat on it, and I feel like it's going to be okay. It doesn't mean that there won't be scary moments where you have testing and things like that. For some of you, this won't be for all of you. But just know that going through this process is part of your healing journey, okay? And I'm feeling by winter, I feel like we have a snowflake here, and I feel like there'll be peace settling in about health issues for a lot of you. For a lot of you, I feel like in fall with this pumpkin here, I'm feeling like there will be some kind of harvest here. It could be a person coming through. It could be your relationship. It could be that you make the leap in summer with all these shells. And in fall, we see some kind of financial stuff start to really manifest for you, opportunity perhaps. And I'm being guided to this leaf here. I'm feeling like some of you guys have been guided to kind of like get into herbalism in one way or another. I'm not going to elaborate, but if you know, you know. But like a spiritual practice or for health reasons, like different herbs and things like that. So, you know, if you're legal and all that stuff, and that's something you're interested in, I feel like you may actually have some kind of talent for herbalism. So we have a cat here, and I am telling you that bringing out more of your personality is only going to help you attract more of the people who are meant for you and more of your tribe in 2023. So let the real you shine, okay? Honey, you've been through a lot, and it's time for you to enjoy life and have some faith in yourself, okay? And let some people in. Let them get to know you, okay? You're worth knowing, all right? Okay, group one, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please leave me a comment down in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you guys. I hope you have a beautiful day and a wonderful 2023. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And I'll see you, beautiful, magical creatures, next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group two, all of you that were drawn to the star tarot card from the Starman Tarot, or you were drawn to the White Jade Angel. This is going to be your reading all about what is coming towards you in 2023. This reading will cover finance, career, love, messages from spirit, and any health stuff that comes up from your guides. So this is a very special star card. Okay, she is both etheric and very grounded, connected deeply. I feel a lot of water with this star card, but she's also electric. There's a lot of like electrical energy that comes off this card. Yeah, this is big energy. This is magnetic energy coming off the star card. And this little jade angel here, this white jade angel, this gives you good luck, and it gives you peace. It helps keep you calm as well. Like just holding it makes me feel more calm. You might get yourself one of these for a white jade crystal or stone, just to keep in your pocket throughout the year, because I feel like you may have some anxiety issues with all this energy around you in 2023. You may have it in general. You may just be one of those people that have anxiety. I have anxiety too, so you know. So I'm really enjoying how that energy feels. So if you have anxiety, you might enjoy it too. All right. Now, the overall energy is electric eel spirit. Bring your ideas to life. Interesting, because I'm seeing all this electrical charge off the star. And then we have electric eel spirit. Okay, I'm feeling like you may be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. You could be an earth sign. There's a lot of earth energy here too. Earth is Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. I don't know why I'm going blank here. I feel like you might be feeling overwhelmed right now. You might be feeling a little foggy. I feel like you guys might need some peace and calm in your life. This might be something that you're kind of seeking. You may be seeking balance in 2023. The last few years have been, in general, just kind of upsetting. Just all the stuff that's coming out, just all around the world. I think a lot of people are getting nervous about like the information that's coming out, the realities that are being revealed. I think a lot of younger people especially aren't exactly trusting the structures that were built. And I think a lot of older people are seeing where we have failed in so many ways. I know, I think I'm from the X generation, and by the time, I will just tell you, the system was rigged before we ever got there. You know, it was already rigged, and really hard to fight that system. Extremely difficult to fight that system. It's not an excuse, it's just the reality. It was built in a way that made it very difficult. And what we're seeing now is the system finally starting to kind of crack, and it's painful to see because it's hurting. It's hurting a lot of people, and it's making a lot of people afraid because we're realizing that the structures that we've relied on were built on sand. They were built on very shaky ground, and it doesn't take much to really reveal like corruption and those kind of things. And I feel like group 2, the star energy here, it's as if the star has, traditionally in the star card, there is a feminine figure that is taking water or giving water, or they have some kind of water connection with one vase or cup. And then they have another cup or vase that's pouring into the ground. So they're basically taking water from a body of water, and they're giving it to the earth. Okay, so faith, hope, and love is one of the themes of the star card. And I feel like the star in that sense looked up, began to look around, and got real. It was like group 2, the last few years have been a real reality check. And it may have awoken deep feelings of anxiety. It may have caused like some issues with OCD. And OCD thing, and I am not a professional. Okay, I have a gift and I'm sharing it with you. Please seek professional help. Okay. But sometimes when we reveal how unstable our surroundings are, we want control. We want safety so badly. And sometimes our nervous system, I think it misfires, and we start to hyper-focus and get into this OCD kind of mindset. I have a little bit of OCD myself. And we think this false sense of control and safety we have on this hyper-focused whatever is making us feel safe. And it's not. It's all an illusion that we're casting on ourselves to get us out of the scared to death kind of, you know what I'm saying, getting us out of the anxiety. So I feel like you may be hyper-focused on something to the point where you're stressed. And it's like your hyper-focus is making you more and more stressed. So I feel like you guys need to relax. There's a need here for group 2 to relax in 2023. And listen, that is a tall order. This is not going to be easy, okay? Because around you, you're going to continue to see a chaotic storm in the world because our planet, I believe Gaia is a living being that is going through a kind of dark night of the soul. And what we're seeing in the news and around the world is a purging of negativity, of, you could say, cancerous kind of growth on the body of Gaia, if you want to use that as kind of a metaphor. And a lot of that is what humanity has done, what we have done. Now, many of us haven't done anything. We've just been living our life and following the rules. And we're about to find out that the rules were rigged. And that what we thought we were doing wasn't what we were actually doing, I think group 2, a lot of you guys may be very concerned about like the environment and the overall state of the world. I feel like the star here feels almost, I'm seeing her look around, and in the distance I see like factories and smog, and I see like, I'm seeing a mural from the Denver airport, okay? And if you're into conspiracy theories, you know what I'm talking about. Otherwise, I'm seeing like a polluted land, people who are sick, and not many solutions. And I feel like in 2023, you may be searching for some solutions. Let's get into your finances and career and find out more what's going on in 2023. I feel like it's a deep year for you. Okay, it's a really deep year. Okay, we have you and your loved ones are safe. Okay, first of all, in money. Because you have all this anxiety, because you see what's going on in the world, group 2, you may be worried about, am I going to be able to feed myself? Am I going to be able to feed my kids? Am I going to be able to keep a roof over our head? Like, I am concerned because not all of us have spent $50,000 building, bunkers and hoarding food. Some of us were just trying to pay the bills, so, and I'm sure they spent way more than $50,000, but you know what I'm saying? Like, am I going to be okay? Are we going to be okay? And your guides want you to know you are going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It may not feel like it's going to be okay. All right. Because I feel like your anxiety, you guys might need some help with your anxiety. Okay. And I understand why you have it. It's very valid. Okay. You're not overreacting. Don't think like, when my anxiety got really bad, I used to think that I was overreacting. And here's the thing. You're not overreacting. This is literally your nervous system reacting because you're stressed, because you're highly stressed. And instead of judging yourself for reacting the way you are, it's time for you to learn ways to cope with it. Stop judging yourself and being so harsh on yourself. You're not going to make things easier for you or your family or the people you're trying to support, okay? You need to give yourself some grace, okay? Forgive yourself for not having all your shit together. Listen, 90% of the population does not have our shit together. We all lost our shit when that thing happened and we had to separate, okay? A lot of us just completely lost it and we haven't gained it back. We are not the same people we were in 2020. We are a whole different breed of people. And I think as a race, the human race has realized how fragile we all are. Now, some of us are still living in a pretend world where they believe everything, they hear, and they're not willing to do things to help prevent things from happening. So I feel like if group 2, if you feel guided to do some preventative things, you should do those. Okay? Protect yourself. Protect yourself, protect your family. I'm not saying let the anxiety eat you alive and make you over-focus on protection where you're doing things in a way that are creating more anxiety and stress. What I'm saying is when you go to the grocery store, if you can afford to buy, $5 worth of extra food and set it aside, no harm, no foul, right? If you can afford to buy some extra Band-Aids, buy some extra Band-Aids. You know what I'm saying? Like, do what you can, but have faith in the universe. All right? If you feel a need to do things to help protect your family from possibly some bad things happening, then do those things. But don't keep yourself up at night worrying about it because it's going to be okay. It's been okay this far. It may not feel okay to you because your nervous system is very agitated because of the stress level. Listen, when all of us get into that area of the unknown, we all feel like this. We all feel uncomfortable. I don't care what people tell you. They're just hiding it. You're at that point in your life, and if you don't resonate with this isn't going to be your group, okay? Don't force this one to fit in any way. Don't force any of them. But this is for people who are stressed, okay? 2023 is going to be a time for you to find calm and peace and for you to return to a state of faith. Because it's time for you to see that, yes, things have been really fucked up lately, okay? In the last, 3 years, things have been really fucked up, but you're still here. It's going to be okay. Spirit wants you to know that. Your guides want you to know it's going to be okay. It's time to release negativity. Okay, especially about money. Some of you guys need to stop listening to the news so much. I know that you want to stay up on the news, especially with all the stuff going on. But you need a break from the negativity. And listen, there's a reason why all the news is negative. It really keeps the populace in general in a very negative state. I want to ask you a question. If you live in a particular group of states that are united, do you think that you hear all of the world news as it is? Or do you think maybe things are slanted? I think it's time to open up the possibility that sometimes things are overly emphasized to keep society in a certain frame of mind. It's called social programming. It's a very real thing. They've been doing it all over the world for a very long time. And when you release this negativity and you lean into this, you and your loved ones are safe. It's going to be okay. No matter what, it's going to be okay. All right? It's going to be okay. Really, it's really, really going to be okay. I need you just to own that. And any thought that comes to your mind that it's not, it's time for you to confront that and release it. Release that thought. I'm not saying to not be intellectually curious. I'm not saying to not, be smart and logical about things. I am saying to not let your thoughts block your progress, okay? Do not let your mind cause more anxiety and fear, because that won't bring you peace. Your goal for 2023 is to get to a state of peace, because in a state of peace is flow. And in flow, that is where life is. That's where vitality is. That's where happiness lives. And that is where abundance is. We have air element communicating. 39. Okay, you may be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We have the Ace of Presents. Okay, that's a new beginning in money and career. The Nine of Candles. Okay, that is determination. It's a wounded warrior. It's someone who just keeps going. And we have the Hierophant. Okay, so this is someone who's overcoming and starting over. So, you may be part of the group of people who in 2020 who lost financially. Maybe you haven't been doing well ever since then. Maybe you lost your job or things just didn't work out. And it's been difficult. And I feel like next year, 2023, well, we're in that year, I guess. Yeah, it's the 2nd is when I'm recording this. There's a new beginning coming for you because of your determination. See how the Hierophant is talking through the whatever that's called. I forgot what that's called. That's a megaphone. Okay, and the communicating. So what I'm getting here is it's time for action. Bring your ideas to life. It's time for action in your career. I tell you what, if you'll get busy doing the action instead of dwelling on the what ifs and the fears, you won't have time. Put your anxiety to use for you. Work on what it is you want to do, whatever it is. I don't care if it's just you start researching this business you want to do. Don't worry about the money right now. Just get the information. Figure out a way to get started. Move forward towards it. I feel like it's time for action for you. And you have to be determined to overcome this negativity. It doesn't mean you won't have days where you don't feel great about it. You'll have doubts. But the difference is you won't let them stop you. You won't allow the doubts to block you. That's part of being fearless. Being fearless doesn't mean you don't have the fear. You have the fear. You just don't allow the fear to keep you from moving forward. You move forward in the face of fear. You're like, yeah, I'm afraid. Oh, well, it's not the first time, won't be the last time, kind of thing. I feel like that's what we're talking about in your money and in your career. There's some kind of action, star card, group 2, that once you make that move, once you bring your idea to life, once you apply for the job, once you start the business, once you apply to school, whatever this is, you're going to find that you are more peaceful. For some of you, you're putting this nervous energy, this energy that you would normally use for fear, into this positive thing. And it's going to help you let go of negativity. I feel like some of you guys just need to start accomplishing some of the things you want to do. Some of you guys need to like set small goals, just small ones, and work on those. Small goals could be something like, I'm just going to use something simple like cleaning your bedroom. Okay, it can be anything. This is just the first thing that came to mind. And say your room is completely trashed. No judgment here, okay? And one of the things that really messes up your sleep and your morning is that your bed is covered in clothes. So instead, and your whole room's trash, right? But your bed is affecting your rest. So you decide that you're going to focus on cleaning your bed. And so you make little goals. The first goal is to clean off like all the clothes off your bed. You know, sort them, what's clean, what's dirty, what can be put up. You know, then the next day you wash the clothes that need to be washed. You put the clothes up that need to be put up. The next day, you know, you wash your linens. You get your bed together. Break it down. Don't allow this, because this feels like for some of you, this may be something large. It may feel overwhelming, especially with this anxiety. Don't allow that to tie you down. Knock it down into little steps, baby steps. I used to talk about baby steps all the time because I took a lot of baby steps. I did this a lot. This is how I got out of bed. This is how I was able to kind of because my muscles were atrophied. Like I'm still dealing with that kind of stuff, you know. So I accomplished small goals. And those small goals turn into medium-sized goals, and then large goals are accomplished, you know. Don't allow the big goals to overwhelm you and keep you from moving forward, okay? Because I feel in 2023, there is progress here. You're bringing something to life. And you're moving from a state of like worry, grief, and fear to one of like producing, movement, action, which brings you a new beginning. And the Hierophant is about leadership. It's about moving into a place of leadership. And I feel for you, it's leadership by determination and action. All right, let's move into your love cards, shall we? Okay, group 2, let's go into your love cards. We have be assertive. We have ask for help from others. Forgiveness. A happy transformation is coming. Are you excitedly expecting it? Newborn. Hey, are you guys like going to have a baby? Something about children. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Got forgiveness here twice in the love section. Is it safe for you to love? Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Oh, wow. Okay, we have baby here. We have newborn. Some of you guys, you're going to have a baby. There's a little one here on the table. But there's something about forgiveness that has me a little concerned. Let's look at your tarot cards here. We have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, the lovely God, discernment, general prosperity, the deliverance of prisoners. Okay, so I feel like there's somebody, it's almost like these are almost 2 different things here. We have forgiveness. I feel like there's somebody in your energy that you're not using your discernment with. Maybe this is someone you've already had a child with, like a partner or something. So take what resonates here, because I'm getting two like different stories here. I have the High Priestess. So you see through the lie, the deception. You see the truth. We have the Star. You have the Star here twice. And we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I'm hearing like poverty of love. It's like you haven't received enough love in your life. I feel like the forgiveness, the deception has to do with a foundational thing. I feel like some of you guys may have had a really cold mother or father. It feels maternal. It feels feminine. It feels like some kind of feminine energy was very harsh with you as a child. I think it's difficult for you to ask people to help you. I'm hearing you've been very disappointed by people. I feel like crying. I feel depressed. I feel like you're sitting here looking at these love cards thinking, you know, I don't want this. I don't even want to hear about it. I understand. I really do. I've been here. Like, I got to a point in my life where I was just like, I give up on love. Like, it's okay. And I wasn't bitter about it. I was just like, you know what? It's not for me. I don't need it. I don't want it. But I think it's important for you to know that love is for you, that you are lovable, that whatever you've been through, whatever these people, this person has done, be it this is something from your childhood, like childhood mother wounds, or this is a partner who has betrayed you and you saw through the bullshit, or you will see through the bullshit. And I hate to say like this is going to happen, but for some of you, you already know. And 2023 is going to be the moment where you're just like, I'm so fucking done with this bullshit. I'm so fucking done with being with people who don't really love me or know me. I deserve more. And then we have over here, the High Priestess sees through the bullshit and finds safety in themselves. There's healing that takes place here. And I want to pull on that. I want to pull on the healing. I'm going to pull from the Kali Vibes. Kali Love Vibes Oracle. Tell me about this healing and love for my group 2 for the Star. That's why you're so nervous, isn't it? That's what the anxiety really is about. Nothing you do is ever good enough. That no one will ever really love you or accept you unless you're working your ass off. Unless everything's perfect. Unless you can make everything safe for everyone. Listen, you cannot make everything safe for everyone. It is not your job to make everything safe for everyone. Yes, your children. Yes, yourself. But you are not everyone's superhero. You're your own superhero. Your children's superhero. You are swimming against the current. Swim with the flow. I tell you what, High Priestess energy, it's like a moment of surrender. It's like a moment of saying, you know what? I can forgive this because I understand that this is not for me. If this is a relationship that fails or has fallen, if this is something from your childhood, and you don't have to forgive it, but what I get is you forgive yourself for holding on to it. You forgive yourself for expecting yourself to deal with it in certain ways. You forgive yourself for judging yourself for not being able to forgive. This is you letting go. Letting go of the betrayal. Because the person who betrays you betrays himself. They played themselves. Because you're the real deal. I want to cry. Because your heart is true. Like when you love somebody, it is so intense and real. Because you've had it so rarely in your life. You have felt love so rarely from people. That when you give all the way. And I feel like you may not feel like you will ever be able to move through this. But haha. Okay, they're telling me to switch cards. Okay, so we're moving into new love. A happy transformation is coming. Are you excitedly expecting it? There's a transformation in love. Faith, hope, love returns. Equilibrium. And if there's a divorce here, it will go well. Okay? Child support will go well. Now, little caveat here. Doesn't mean that some of them will be able to pay like they should. But it will go in your favor. Okay? I'm not saying there won't be issues with them paying. But I think for you, it will be, I think you'll have peace. I think for many of you, this situation here is going to bring you peace. But peace is something often that to get to it, we have to let go of something to get there. Fear of the unknown. If you're afraid to be on your own, I understand. But you are far more powerful than you give yourself credit for. We have beyond. Look at this. There's an angel there. You are guided and highly protected. Okay? It's going to be okay. Do not be afraid to ask for help. Ask for help from your angels, your guardians, your guides, your ancestors. The people in your life who love you will help you. Okay? Be assertive. It's time for you to get what you want. Don't settle for less than you deserve. In love or anything else. It's okay for you to say to the universe, you know what? All I've gotten is shit. And you know what? I deserve better. I want diamonds. And I don't mean that literally, like maybe you do want diamonds, no judgment. But saying that you want something of value. You deserve to have things of value, relationships of value, jobs that make you happy and fulfilled, situations that make you happy and fulfilled, people that bring you happiness and fulfillment. Memory. I feel like one of the most powerful things and one of the most healing things that I've experienced is when my traumatized brain started allowing me to remember good things about my childhood. Because for me, as someone who's had a lot of trauma, tragedy, as far as personal, I for years didn't remember really anything good. And then as I started to deal with some of this stuff some of you guys may be dealing with, I started to remember good things. And it was very healing to remember good emotions. It was very powerful. I think that I felt like a person. It's very hard to explain, but when you've been through a lot and you've lost a lot, I feel like you disassociate sometimes from your emotions and your memories, and the good ones and the bad ones, you know. And when you start working through that stuff, you think, you know, you get the bad memories, but you also get the good ones, and you get the good emotions with it. And I feel like there's a lot of healing coming forward for you, but you got to ask for help. If you need professional help, please go get it, Group 2. That's what it's there for. Because 2023, I feel a lot of healing energy for you, especially in love. I think it can be a very profound year for you. The new love you may find is the deep love you have for yourself. And it is powerful when you find it. Okay, let's see what Spirit has for you. They're telling me to leave those 2 cards. I'm going to leave them. Okay. All right. What does Spirit have? We have Queen. Light attributes. Radiates the regal feminine. Uses her benevolent authority to protect others. You are a queen. You are royalty. We have choice. It's your life. It's your life. Say it with me. It's my life, my choice. My life, my choice. My life, my choice. There you go. Angel number 666. You are about to start meeting people to connect and love deeply. Yep. All it takes is a few soul tribe people to come into your life and things radically change. 4th chakra, heart chakra. I love color green. See, I think, yeah. I'm feeling like I feel like you're going to have massive heart chakra activations and healing that happens. I'm seeing like a light burst from someone's heart chakra. It's just like, when the Grinch's heart grows, that's what it's like. It's just this feeling of feeling good in the skin. And I can tell you, as someone who went from never feeling that to feeling that often, it is such a good feeling to just feel good in the body, in the skin, and no longer walk around and feel, I still have anxiety, but don't feel it constantly all the time, That can be very soul draining. We have laughter is the sound of the soul laughing. There's more joy coming to you in 2023. This is an intense reading, but I don't want you to think that there's not going to be happiness. There's happiness along the way. That's what you're getting to. That's what you're working to. That's where you want to go, is happiness, fulfillment, right? It's joy. It's release. It's a release from anxiety. It's peace. It's calm. Albatross. You're going on a spiritual journey, so tap in and enjoy the vacay. Have a good trip and don't trip. Yeah, enjoy the ride. Enjoy this, okay? You're stepping into your royal self. You're stepping into your queen energy. You're stepping in and realizing what you are. Enjoy this journey. Enjoy this shifting of your energy. Shielding, protecting, and grounding. Okay. This is something that you need to do on the daily. Your guides, your ancestors, and your spirits, they want you to ground and shield daily. Protect your energy daily. The daily grounding, daily shielding will give you clarity. It will help you see things that you didn't see before. And a lot of you are going to find all that love stuff, forgiveness stuff that we talked about. You're going to see so clearly that stuff, although it hurt, it doesn't deserve you investing any more of your time or energy into. It really doesn't. You've given enough to that situation out, and now it's time for you. It's time for you to have like a rebirth. It's time for you to become the star, become grounded, and see some wonderful shifts in your life happen. We have opening to dreams and visions. That's what happens when you get grounded. When you get more grounded and centered in your life, you can see these dreams, these ideas begin to come through your reality because you're now grounded. When we are full of anxiety, we're not grounded. Sometimes just going outside and touching the dirt or a tree can be grounding. Some of you guys need to meditate, and you don't want to hear that, and I get it. But that's what I'm getting. You need to meditate. You need to spend more time outside. You need to breathe some fresh air. If you can, get in a bathtub. taking a shower every day or a bath every day when you get up in the morning, at night, whenever, or twice a day for some people. Don't waste water, but you know what I'm saying? Like, cleanse your energy. It can be very cleansing. You're not just washing dirt off your body. You're cleaning your aura of energetic attachments. That can help you clear your energy too. But you guys need to get grounded. And there's all kinds of grounding meditations that you can do on YouTube. So look for those, all right? Okay, group 2, let's get into your numbers, your letters, and your charms. Hey, group 2, these are your numbers, your letters, and your charms. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. These could be your initials, your person's initials, a letter, a person who's meaningful's name, a family name, a work name, a screen name. Just take what resonates. I'm going to read the letters off for you. We have HALA, GBTEM, UFCNJ, SSQEEY, WMTERF. Okay, and interestingly, the 666 card came out earlier, and 666 came out when I rolled the dice. So I feel like sixes are going to be signs of major alignment, especially financially. Okay, finances and career. Okay, so if you are asking for a sign like for money decisions and money stuff, sixes will be signs that, you know, whatever decision or whatever you're doing with the money, that'll be validations as well. And we have, I think we have 2 4s here. Yeah, 2 4s. 44 is a very stabilizing number. And I feel like a lot of you guys will find more peace in 2023. And through that peace, through this healing, you're going to find more stability as well, as far as money and resources and opportunities go. Now, you've got a lot of different charms here. We have seashells here. We have this kind of orangey star. But you also got the ancestor coin. Okay, so you have a lot of ancestors here. And I feel like, I'm feeling some of them are saying with this witch's hat here, which is a power symbol for me, I'm feeling like you aren't harnessing the power of your ancestors like you could. Okay, they are far more powerful than you think they are, or than you have harnessed before. I also think you're not harnessing your own power. And in 2023, you're going to be doing this more often. By what? By grounding, by cleansing your energy. You know, I say this often to people, but I tell you, it's one of the most basic and most powerful things you can do. Because when you start clearing your energy, when you start protecting your energy, you start learning what thoughts are yours and what thoughts are being projected upon you. You get familiar with what is your energy. What does your energy alone feel like? So that you can tell when other people are influencing you. And that's what, like the forgiveness stuff, that situation maybe from childhood or a past, like a partner or whatever, the betrayal, whatever's going on there may come up. And if that comes up, whatever happens with that, clear your energy. I have an Archangel Michael prayer that I've used for years that is very powerful for clearing energy. It's on my powerful meditations list. I'll try to remember to put it down below, but sometimes I forget that stuff. But it's very powerful. Any kind of Archangel Michael healing prayer, clearing prayer is going to help you. I used to do it in the morning and at night to clear the astral debris from dream time, and at night before I went to sleep to clear the debris from the day. It really helped me get control of my mental space and some of my own, fears and anxieties. So I highly encourage you to clear your energy as often as possible. You can use Palo Santo, sage, lemongrass, whatever you're guided to use. Okay, I'm also getting for you guys, getting some clear crystal quartz would be helpful. It really is a stand-in kind of crystal. You can kind of program that crystal for a lot of different things. And I'm getting like this white jade would be good for you. Any kind of crystal that you're drawn to that can bring you peace of mind. Also, rose quartz would be helpful because I feel like you need to feed your self-love. You need to love yourself more, okay? You're worthy of so much more than what people have shown you. And I feel like all these charms that came out for you is just like symbolic of the anxiety you feel. I feel like some of you guys, you may need to get your house in order. Let me tell you something. For me personally, having my house out of order, it just literally clutters up my mental space. Like, I just cannot seem to get myself together when I have a chaos around me. But when I'm creative, I'm chaotic. So I have to give myself balance every now and then. I have to get myself together. So I feel like some of you guys may feel like you need to get yourself together, and that's okay. Just take time to do it. There's a lot of wisdom around you. Like, listen to your guides, listen to your ancestors. They're going to come through tarot readings. They're going to come through music. They're going to come through movies. They'll come through people giving you messages. How will you know? The messages will repeat. You'll see 44. Okay, 44 will be signs from your ancestors, your angels, your guides, whatever you work with. It'll be signs that they're there. There'll be validations or synchronicities. Okay, all right. Some of you guys need to look a little bit more deeper into your ancestors and working with them more. Okay, and they won't work with you unless you ask them. So you have to ask them. Okay, this may be the year that you may feel guided to make an ancestor altar or a sacred space for your ancestors. That could be different depending on like your culture and your background. But in general, you know, you can have a picture of an ancestor or something that represents your ancestor. You can make offerings on the regular to your ancestors. It's a way of thanking those who paved the way for you, who made sacrifices for you. They're still around you. A lot of times you can offer like coffee or tobacco, bread, mead, things like that. And it's just respect. And it also helps them feel welcome in your energy. And sometimes ancestors will make noises. You know, they'll knock on like doors and windows. Sometimes they'll leave money. You may find feathers as well. And I'm hearing like your ancestors may do the feather thing. Okay, I'm seeing like a yard, like with, it looks like a duck walked across the yard and just left feathers. So some of you guys may find feathers like that in your yard during the year, like springtime or something. So look for that. All right, group 2, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. If you want to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that were drawn to the Empress card and the Gray Agate. This is going to be your reading all about what's coming towards you in 2023. Now, I'm going to cover finance, money, love, messages from spirit, and anything health related that comes through. And then at the end, I'm going to get numbers of alignment, letters, and charms. So these readings are pretty long. So you might want to get something to drink or get a snack and you can always come back. You know, watch part of it, come back and watch the rest of it. It'll be here all year. So there you go. All right. So the gray agate here is really good for stress. It's good for mental clarity as well. So it'd be really good for grounding. Yeah. So we have this beautiful Empress card here. Okay. This is what I heard as I was preparing for your group. This is like my witchy royalty group. Okay, you guys need to own your shit. Okay, let me rephrase. You are the shit, so own it. Okay. You are the king and the queens. You are it, literally on a stick. So you guys, it's just time. Like, step in and step up. Claim your throne. You know, it's time. It's time. And it's okay that it's time for you. Okay, it's okay. Panther spirit, reclaim your power. Boom. I want to say boom, bitch. There you go. 2023, that is your year that you walk into the fullness of your power. You own who the fuck you are, and you are unapologetic for who that actually is. You no longer give two shits what anyone cares about you or thinks about you, and you've literally let go of anyone or anything that could ever stop you from doing what you want to do. Yeah, I mean, reading over, like 2023 is the year that Group 3 has the opening, the universal gateway opening of claiming their motherfucking power. You may be a Leo. I'm hearing Leo. I'm hearing Taurus. I'm hearing Libra. I'm hearing Scorpio, Pisces. I'm hearing, what else? Capricorn. Powerful Capricorn energy as well. Let's get into these cards, man. Okay, we have Don't Stop. Don't Stop. You know what, I'm getting that song, that Megan Thee Stallion song, Don't Stop. Y'all know the one. Okay. We have so many cards here. We have Big Happy Changes. Boom. Bam. Bam. The first two groups, man, they were intense. This one feels intense, but in a different way. This is like ascension level shit that I'm feeling for Group 3. I also feel really relaxed and casual. So, and for those of you who have never watched the Stoned Oracle, this is usually how the Stoned Oracle sessions, like the actual reading parts, go. Just so you know. All right. Okay, let's get some more cards here. Okay, we have, is someone overly loud and irritatingly aggressive with you? Who's being the asshole? Who's being the asshole in your life? Okay, it's time to release that motherfucker. Okay, it just is. Release them and regret no more their trifling ways. Because they're a bitch. Okay, flat out. I'm just telling you what the spirits are saying. They've all pulled up a chair around my little reading table, and they are telling me some shit, okay? And there is some bitch in your energy that you need to let go of, and it's a sneaky-ass motherfucker. It's sneaky. It reminds me of that dude that came through in my recent Stoned Oracle session. Anyway, are you becoming more active in life to keep from missing opportunities? Y'all, you guys, there are opportunities coming to you. Now, spring, boom. Some of you guys, there's something coming in spring for you. We have braces. Are you speaking harsh of others without a filter? Yes. And bitch, it's not braces, it's dentures. Pa-bam. Own your shit. Own who the fuck you are. Stop covering up who you are. Stop filtering yourself for other people, okay? Be boldly who you are. I don't know why I flipped that over. Anyway, be boldly who you are. Walk in the boldness. Not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's supposed to, right? If everyone liked everyone, we wouldn't have any challenges. Really. Life would be kind of boring if you think about it. Yeah, it'd be good for like a few days. And then the overly happiness would become irritating. And the bright sunniness would become a sunburn. Balance in the universe is important. So there you go. Okay. We have the Hermit. I'm not taking reversals. We have the Three of Presents. And we have the Nine of Potions. All right. Oops. Sorry, I hit the mic. So here's the thing. That little spring situation. I'm feeling springtime is going to bring some kind of little old wish fulfillment for you guys. Now, I have had a few of these moments in my own life, and I have to say they will change your frequency. They will make you a believer in all things possible. They will make you a believer in magic. If you have been working on something magical, honey, get ready, because not all of you, okay, it's not going to be for all of you, okay? So, if this doesn't resonate, then this part's not for you, okay? It's not personal. This is for people who have been working at something and they put their manifestation out there, be it how that is. That could be through spell work. It could be through a vision board. It could be through chanting. It could be through dream work. Everyone's different. Everyone manifests differently, okay? But they've done something, and then they've worked at it. You have to have actually worked at this. Like, spell work is magical, but you got to put action energy into it to make it happen. Okay, so if you meet all those criteria, then come spring, the universe has a very special wish fulfillment for you. Okay, and I feel like for some of you guys, we have the Three of Presents here. And for me, like the Three of Presents feels very much like the Three of Wands, but in a different, right? Because, you know, they're different suites. But see, they've wrapped up all these presents. So they've gathered all the pentacles, they wrapped them up, and they've put them in this little cart, and they're ready to go. And I feel like these are gifts coming to my group 3. 3 gifts. 3 gifts in 2023 from my group 3s. Okay? 33 is going to be an important number. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay? When you see 3s, it's happening. It's popping, y'all. It's going to pop. Okay, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Bam. You guys, I know it's been long. It's been on. Okay, this is the love part. Okay, it says Venus, love. So there's a love card. We'll go ahead and leave that out, but we're fixing to get into your love part. Okay, so the end of a tough financial cycle approaches. What more could you possibly want? End of a tough cycle in your career. Big happy changes. Whatever you do, do not stop working on this shit. Whatever you do, don't stop. Do not stop. Do not let up. Okay? All right? Because come spring, you're going to get some kind of validation, maybe one of these gifts, something. There's going to be enough there that it's going to feel like wish fulfillment. It's going to be like, originally, the 9 of Potions is a dude sitting in front of a bunch of cups. We're going to assume they're full of something, okay? But the dude is proud. It's like, I'm successful. I've reached a certain level of something, so you can't fuck with me. It's that you can't fuck with me. You can't fuck with me no more. I'm the real thing. I'm Ed on a stick. Yeah. So it's like maybe you're getting your throne, maybe you're getting your crown, maybe you're getting your scepter, maybe you're getting your whole damn kingdom. Who knows? But come spring, group 3, I feel like there's something special in career. I'm going to leave, you know what? I'm going to leave these 4 cards out. Okay. Come spring, something in finance. Okay, so we have love here in your love sector. Love, love, love. Ooh. Baby, are they going to love you? I'm feeling just in general like a lot of love vibe here. Like people just really digging your energy. I think your vibe is super cool. I feel like in 2023, you're just going to come into your own. You're just going to feel good about being you. You know, you're going to feel more confident and more secure in who you are. And I feel like this is going to help you relieve your stress. When you don't really have a lot of confidence in yourself, you tend to overthink the decisions you make. Like, you tend to revisit them, right? Did I make the right choice? Did I sound okay when I said that? Should I have said this? Should I have done that? Oh, is there a mistake? Did I mess up? Did I fuck up at work? You tend to like spend a lot of time thinking over like what you did, right? And I feel like your confidence level gets to the point where you just move on. You don't linger in past energy anymore. and you're just moving forward. It's almost like you're falling in love with yourself and you're falling in love with life. It's really beautiful. We have the divine masculine. Hey, what's up? Okay. We have dating. All right. Okay. What I'm getting with these cards right here, okay, if you're single, okay, so you're going to have a lot of interest your way with divine masculine energy. Masculine energy. It doesn't matter what vessel it is. It's masculine energy. Okay. For some of you who are in relationships, I feel like you and your partner are going to enter a new cycle where where the romance comes back. It's because they pick up on this powerful dynamic that you are shifting into, and they want some of that. For some of them, they probably feel like they've been waiting for this. Like they have felt this bubbling under the surface, but they haven't been able to kind of touch it. Let's see what other cards come out here. Okay, we have a wedding. Boom. Hey, guys. For some of you in your happy relationships, the ones that are healthy and not toxic, there may be talk. It's because you're going to be ready. Like you're going to be more in a state of being ready for this kind of commitment. Now, for others, like there's going to be people who come into your energy who are going to want to marry you. Like they're going to think about you in a serious way. It won't be any more like what if possibility. It'll be more like they want you. It's like in 2023, group 3, I'm hearing the word delicious is coming to mind. Like there's something about your energy. It doesn't mean like you've done anything necessarily too much to your like physical. It's just like oozing from you. There's something about the astrology in 2023, and I can't remember exactly, but something about it that for some signs is just pulling out this exuberance, this kind of ready for good things. And it could just be, where we're at as a collective, where we're at individually, because there's a lot of individual energy that's going to be rising in 2023. And it's because they are like way makers. They're the ones that are going to be making that pathway for those that come behind. Right? Someone's got to do it, and so they will be rising. And that, sometimes we shoot all the way straight up when we rise. And sometimes, we rise a little bit and we float, and then we rise and then we float. It's just different for different people. Okay. We have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. That's your energy. Okay. People are going to want to be around you more. They're going to want to be in your energy more. So I feel like you need to be more cautious and have a lot of discernment about where you put your energy and where you put your time. Okay. Not everyone deserves your attention. And I don't mean that in a snotty way. It's just some people, not everyone's going to have good intentions with you. In 2023, they're going to want a piece of what you have going on in your life, and they're not going to care how they get it. What I'm saying is you're going to attract probably people with vampiric intentions, emotionally vampiric, energetically vampiric, people who just want to be around that energy. And you're going to have so much of this magnetic energy, group 3. If this doesn't resonate, then it's not for you, straight up, okay? You're going to have so much of, and you may be feeling some of this magnetic energy like now starting to rise, okay? That you may not even realize that they're circling around you because you are going to be so protected. But as someone who I think would benefit from keeping these energies as far away as possible, I encourage you to clear your energy often, protect your energy, and protect your circle, okay? We have codependence here, addictions are affecting your romantic life. I was picking that up. That was the parasitic energy I was picking up on. Okay. No reversals here. We have Queen of Swords, clarity. Clarity is coming for you, Knight of Swords, and Ten of Cups. I feel that. This is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling there is clarity coming for you about this ownership of self. This like, I have nothing to lose, literally zero. I said this in another group. I can't remember which one it is. But literally, when you reach the edge of I have no fucks to give anymore. I don't care what anyone thinks of me. I don't have time to care what anyone thinks of me. I really don't give a shit anymore. When you reach that point, that's when everything can change. Because then that confidence creeps in through that doorway of not caring. Because when you don't care, you're able to fully embrace who you are. Because you don't give a shit if, Karen across the street, has some smart ass comment to make. Or Linda around the corner, makes some remarks about your hair. You don't give a shit. You don't give a fuck. Because they don't matter. Their opinion of you no longer has any effect on you at all. Because you are self-illuminated. You're this bright, glowing energy. Group 4, the sun, may have a message for you in there. Because Group 4 is a self-illuminated energy. Okay? So, as you walk around in like a self-illuminated state, the little shit no longer matters. And you, like Group 3, yes, your boundaries are firm, but they're flexible. But you don't put up with nonsense from no one because you literally don't have time. And I'll tell you why. Because you feel this 10 of Cups. You can feel it and you can taste it. It's so close to you. This 10 of Cups, this happiness, this fulfillment. This is like the culmination of a lot of work. It's that place where everything is possible. It's that place where you don't care what people think about you anymore. So you're free to be who you are and be happy and be joyful. And then you find from this 10 of Cups state that you see abundance. Y'all, I'm telling you. Get some more cards for you. We have do good with intention, not for attention. And here's the thing. I think that whatever this is you've been doing, you haven't been doing to get all this magnetic energy. I think some of you didn't realize that the magnetic energy was part of the manifestation. It was part of it. And this self-illuminated energy had to happen in order for you to get where you are. Self-illumination is one of the hardest pathways to walk. It is not for the weak. It is not for the timid. And I feel like some of you, Group 4 may be calling to you, but for some of you, you're walking that path. You're thinking about walking it. There's something about you that's already illuminated. Your intentions matter. I think your love reading was about self-love. We have in the near future. These are messages from Spirit. I have. We have. Walk like you have 3,000 ancestors behind you. This is powerful. This is a work that's being supported. Don't go broke trying to look rich. That's great advice. Some days you just sit and remember. The light in me thinks the light in you is freaking awesome. And we have focus. Look at that. We have 2 cats here. There's a lot of Leo energy in this group. And then we have Taurus here with I have. In the near future, I have. I feel like don't go broke trying to look rich. I feel like some of you guys, like, you're manifesting money. And Spirit wants you to know it's coming. And the wealth is coming from within you. Like, it's not something that you have to, like, basically, don't spend all your money trying to look rich, okay? Because it is something you're manifesting from within you, okay? Now, sometimes we manifest money by using our money to buy us things that make us feel like more luxurious, okay? That's, you know, if you have the money to do that, like buy yourself some really good cologne or perfume, or buy yourself like a beautiful watch or something that when you use it, you feel like, you know, you've dropped some cash because you had it, and you dropped it because you knew there was more cash coming. That kind of thing. Now, this work, group 3, is highly supported. I have the number 3,000 ancestors behind you. Legions of spirits support group 3. I know that's hard for many people to even think about. But some of you guys, you are generational curse breakers. And I've talked about this in the last couple of weeks in different readings. And I always say, you know, I hate to ever put that mantle on someone because it is so intense. But let me tell you something. What I haven't talked about is that there's a certain point in life where a payoff comes. The karma begins to turn in your favor. The wheel turns in your favor because you've released so much of this karma. You've released so much of the patterning. You've broke so many chains of bondage that it wouldn't be the universe that we live in. Balance could not be maintained if the universe did not return some good things to you. And group 3, many of you guys are walking into that time. It's going to be a time of light. It's going to be a very happy time. And there are going to be days that you sit and remember the before. The before you got to the light. How difficult it was. How much focus it took to get you where you are today. And this point where you feel like you've made it, you feel successful, it may not be, you know, a big, huge thing to everyone else. It may be something very meaningful to you. It's whatever you and your spirits, your guides, your work have talked about. What it feels, though, with that 10 of Cups, it feels fucking happy. I feel happy. I feel relieved. I feel joyful. I feel hopeful. And I'm feeling myself. And I feel like 2023 is going to be a good year for you, Group 3. I think it's going to be a happy, happy year. Because you guys have done some intense work since 2019, probably. Maybe longer, maybe a little shorter. But expect good things. You have to walk into this expecting it, knowing it is true, knowing it to be so. You have to claim it and own it as your own. You know, if you waffle on it, then, you know, you're waffling on your own manifestation. So take that as you will. Now, let's get into your letters, your charms, and your numbers. Okay, group 3, these are your letters and your numbers and your charms. Now keep in mind this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. These could be your initials, someone meaningful's initials, a screen name, a given name. Just take what resonates here. So I'm going to read your letters off for you. We have A, E, P, E, S, A, T, D, T, G, A, Y, L, V, O, T, G, W, C, Z, N, B, H, M, R, U, F, A, M, E, U, S, N. Okay, so all right, there's like several weird kind of things popping out on this. We have Fame USN. We have Vote GW. No. Okay, we have Gay. Yes, we are so pro LBGTQ over here. Plus, and we have Sat D. So Saturday. I'm also getting, like with this first line, I'm getting a Egyptian god named Apep. I'm probably mispronouncing it, so please forgive me. But I think it's a monkey god. I could be wrong, but I'm feeling like it's a monkey god or a monkey-headed god. Okay, the numbers I got. Now, I mentioned 3-3 to you guys. 3s came out. 3-3 came out and 6 came out. Okay, so 33. 3333 is going to be a number of alignment for you, of things when things start popping. If you're looking for a number of validation, that's going to be your number of validation. Okay, when you see it, that's for you. That means you're in alignment. That means whatever decision you made is going to manifest something for you. You're on the road. You're on the road to where you want to be. Okay. We have the star here. This feels like a lapis lazuli star. And I got to tell you, I feel like a lot of you, your throat chakra is just popping. Some of you guys, I can relate to this because I have been healing my throat chakra for like 3 years. Okay, it's taken 3 years for me to heal it. And a lot of you guys, like your throat chakra is energetically like activating and ascending. Like your chakra literally is ascending into like a different plane where like your abilities, whatever abilities you have, be it artistic, be it like you're a channel or you read tarot, be it you're creative, you're an artist in some way, or your ways of communication, be it in love relationships or in business or whatever, it ascends. Like you're able to feel your way through situations better. You're able to understand people on a deeper level. You're able to get a feel for things in a way that you may not understand at first. And what's happening is you're able to tune into the flow that you have with people. And in that flow is energetic information that you will be able to decode. But, you know, give yourself time. Don't rush that. That's something that can take a while because you have to, it's a whole process of like getting a hold of your filter again. The filter that filters your thoughts will filter that energy. And you'll have to kind of play with that a little bit to see what energy is yours, what energy is theirs, kind of thing, like those kind of exercises. All right, so you have a lot going on, and it feels a little chaotic. I feel an energy of being busy, though. It's unlike, I don't feel this as much as I did. What I felt with group 2, with the star, is I felt anxiety. What I feel with you is busy. And there is the vampire teeth. There's the parasites. You know, you're probably not even going to feel them. Because you're in your power with this witch's hat. We have the devil here. Like, you just don't give a fuck anymore. You got another devil here. Yeah, you just are like, you know what? If you don't fucking like me, you can just, you know, kick rocks. I don't care. I just don't care anymore. I don't care. I've been through enough. I've been through enough shit. And people who like me, yay, let's sit around and have fun. And those of you who don't, oh well, oh well, life is short. You know, it's just the way it is. You know, I think there's an ease here that happens. There's an ease in the flow of life. You're no longer fighting your flow. We have a mermaid here. I feel like there is some things that are going to happen for you guys in 2023 that is going to kind of shock you. Some of you guys are going to have some paranormal experiences. You may have a couple of dreams where you're actually interfacing with interdimensional beings or ancestors that are the dreams are so powerful, they feel real because you're becoming more aware of your like 5D consciousness. We have the turtle here. I feel like you're walking into a powerful sense of stability. Okay, like you're going to be able to count on, you're building a foundation in your life that you're going to be able to count on for many, many years. Okay. There is, with that 9 of cups, we pulled the 9 of cups, didn't we? I feel like there is a wish fulfillment. There is gifts coming for you. Like 2023 is going to have a lot of beautiful things manifesting for you. And you deserve it. Like, own that shit. Own who you are. Like, this is something that you have worked for and you've earned the hard way. So don't let anyone like steal your thunder in 2023. Don't let anybody tell you there's anything you can't do. Fuck them. They don't know how far you've come, but they're going to find out. They're all going to find out how far you've come, right? Okay, group 3, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you like this reading and want to see more like it, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And I'll see you, beautiful magical creatures, next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group 4, all of you that chose the Sun card, or you were drawn to the Cherry Volcano Quartz, this is going to be your reading all about what's coming towards you in 2023. I'm going to cover finance, career, love, messages from spirit, health, whatever comes forward, okay? All right, keep in mind it's a general reading, so just take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. Okay, this is a very powerful card. All right, I just want you guys to look at it. This is the 1,000-armed Kuan Yin. This card has a lot of light codes in it. And the Cherry Volcano Quartz is used for vitality and motivation. Okay, so this is a very powerful group. You guys have Phoenix energy. Okay, your energy feels, a lot of you guys feel like you have the ability to be self-illuminated and self-ignite. Okay, understand that not everyone can do this. All right, this is not a pathway for everyone. This is a pathway that certain people who are very special, I know, you guys are special, okay? I know, just take it in. We don't have to talk about it. We don't have to talk about it, it's fine. All right. Now, if you guys have never watched any of my stoned oracles, the group 3 and group 4 are kind of like some of the stoned oracle readings I've done. So, okay. Now, the overall energy with squirrel spirit is believe in yourself. You guys, you got that something. Okay? And I know you don't get to be the 1,000-armed Kuan Yin, sun energy, draconic, like phoenix without going through some shit. Okay? I understand. And you may be there right now. You may be in your own personal hell right now. Okay? For a lot of you guys, this 2023, this is the year that you wake up. This is the year you wake up to this. This is the year you're at your crossroads. Now, you may have woken up before, but this is different. Okay. There are different kinds of awakenings, all right? I've had several in my lifetime. This level of awakening is now what's happening is some people are waking straight up into this. Okay? That's very powerful. Some of us woke up several times and then woke up into this. So just take what resonates here. Being able to be a phoenix really means that you allow the sun energy, the destructive energy of the fire, of the flames, the pain. It's almost like come to a point in your life where you realize that it has taken you down. And there's a moment of awareness where you look around and you realize that you are no longer who you once were. That the situation that you're in no longer reflects the light of who you once were. Pain and trauma, betrayal, violations of will can cause such deep rips into the fabric of your being that they can fundamentally change who you are. And when you become aware of that, when you allow the conscious awareness of whatever it was that happened, in many ways you are reduced to ash. And it is painful. So it takes a lot of burdens, of struggle, of pain to reduce yourself to ash. And, you sit in it. The smolder wears out. Like you become literal ash. And it's a dark night of the soul you enter, where a lot, because of the knowledge that you gain from that reduction into ash, you lose a lot of people, places, and things. And you also lose patterns, like thoughts of how you used to be, images of self, reflections of self, paradigms and internal structures of self and of relationships. You realize the lies you've told yourself. And you sit with it. You see how you've been programmed to believe certain things. And sometimes a couple things happen. Some people go to what I call the white room. And some people are able to phoenix again without the white room. Okay. So I haven't really talked about this when I talk about the phoenix experience, but I'm going to focus on the white room experience because I'm talking to those people, the ones who are going to have a white room experience. Okay. Because I talked about this a little bit in my Stoned Oracle session that I did the other day. What the fuck is up? Believe it or not, this deep situation that I'm talking about right now came up in one of the smoke sessions. And I heard a shaman talk about it. And I had never really heard a shaman talk about it, but they were talking about how it was unusual and blah, blah, blah. And, I didn't realize that not many people were talking about it. And I do think it's something anyone can do, but I do think that it comes at a huge price for some people. Well, for all people I know. Usually there is a loss of identity, like a complete loss of who you thought you were. There's some kind of internal, structure, I don't know what else to call it, within your awareness that completely is removed. It's like a lie you've told yourself to survive if you're like a trauma survivor. We have to tell ourselves lies to keep going, and those lies and masks we wear, they were survival mechanisms. They were necessary, but they no longer serve us, so they have to be removed. And it can be a very intense situation. And you're kind of left with a feeling of not having much to believe in. Like you're not even sure that reality is real. And that's when you start to know reality is malleable. And you begin to understand that, I personally did a lot of research into consciousness, reality, projections of consciousness and the quantum theory. And, we're hallucinating our reality. So, and I believe that reality to some degree is something we can alter through our consciousness, through slips in our consciousness. And what I mean by slips, for me, the white room experience is like a slip. It's like almost like a jump room. When you get into the white room, because you are so removed from so many paradigms, it's like new possibilities open up for you. A lot of times, part of the reigniting of the phoenix is being able to see that without those paradigm, those structures within, there are new possibilities of you, of your life. There are possibilities that you could not see before, that after sitting in that white room with nothing, you begin to see things differently. Sometimes it takes time. Sometimes you're just waiting on that magical moment where a new awareness comes forward. And it's like a window pops open in the white room. And when you see the window, you become aware that it is kind of like a timeline. It's kind of a quantum shift, an awareness shift, a perception shift, whatever you want to call it. And you begin to align with that. And it's like new ideas of self are born, new ideas of self, new ideas of life, new inspirations, new possibilities, and then self-illumination. It's all a process, and it's very powerful and it's very profound. And there's a lot of little pieces that go into that. And it's very individual and it's very intuitive. So in order to even get to that white room, you have to be a person who can listen intuitively and move as such. You're listening to the sound of your soul, your higher self, guide you through a highly mystical and individual process. This is why many ancients, like ancient masters, worked one-on-one. Because each person's pathway, there can be a general structure, but each person's pathway is very individual. If we're talking about people who really experience ascension, we're not talking about like a label or a certificate on the wall. We're talking about a real experience. And this is just 2 cards. Let's go forward, shall we? Okay, we have a year from now in abundance. Now here's the thing. Abundance, as far as money goes, becomes less and less of an issue or a focus as you begin to have ascension events happen. And I have found in my own experience with having as many ascension events as I've had, as often as I've had, they speed up and they become a normal part of your spiritual evolution. That is something we don't talk about. We talk about ascension as like this one moment in time, right? And the truth is that ascension is an ongoing process. And many spiritual schools talked about it. They called it, had a different label, but basically, it's an awareness that you learn, you process, it's a mystical experience that from the wisdom you gain and from the experience, it's translated and formulated into an impression into the physical world in your life. It's reflected as you live. It is the manifestation of that ascension. It's a real thing that really happens. And so often you will find that as people, go upon their journey, there's less worry about putting food on the table because they just know it'll be there. They just don't worry about that stuff as much. And I'm not saying that spiritual people don't worry about this stuff, because they do. They absolutely do. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying there's a sense of peace about it. Because either way that it's going to be okay. Because you trust your pathway. You trust your journey. You trust what unfolds because you've already reaped the spiritual benefits of the pathway. And now all that needs to happen is it manifest in your reality, the shifting. And the shifting can be bumpy. It can be difficult. Just because you've had the experience doesn't mean there's not like fine tuning and more stuff to go through. I often tell people, if you reach a part of your internal work that's difficult and you can't seem to work through it, work around it, dog ear it, and go back to it. No one says you have to do this in a linear way that makes sense to anyone but you. You are the guru and the student. You are the teacher and the guide. It is all within you. You intuitively know the process group 4. If you didn't, you wouldn't be here. If this doesn't resonate, this is not for you, okay? This is just plain and simple. I'm not trying to be mean. But if none of this resonates for you, then this is not your group. And I don't know how much more I can say that, okay? Okay, we have the 4 of Presents. We have the 4 of Potions. 44 is going to be an important number for you. We have the 8 of Needles. Yeah. It's okay to worry about money. It's okay to worry about your resources. For a lot of us on this journey, this is a number 1 obstacle to overcome. Because a lot of us who come in to this world to do deep levels of work, we don't come in as rich people. That's not what we're here for. We're here to do like really deep, meaningful work. And that only happens in this plane right now through intense levels of experience. Experiencing the highs and lows of physical manifestation. And unfortunately, that can include a lot of pain. But understand, where there is intense pain, intense joy must follow, because we live in a universe where balance is important. Opposites attract because of balance. Magnetism is a real thing. So if you have experienced a lot of pain, magnetically, happiness, joy, pleasure should be drawn to you at some point in your lifetime. Unless you never are able to balance out, and then it's carried over into another lifetime, and then you're born into riches and splendor. But your goal in that life isn't to be a deep, thinker. Usually your goal in that life is to do something completely different. No less meaningful, okay? But I think group 4, you are my deep, deep people, okay? That's part of why this 7 of Needles, the 7 of Needles is here. You probably have a pretty logical mind. And it's hard to be gifted and have this level of logic. Sometimes you get in your own way because you're being asked to follow your instinct, but your logical mind is like, but that doesn't make sense. It could all be random. It could, that song could be repeating, but it could be random. It could be like some pattern that's repeating because of some program. I hear like someone reasoning out miraculous things. And group 4, a lot of times part of your journey is learning to temper your mental space with peace and calm so that you can see the magic that exists in this reality. For all of our wonder and science, there's so many things that we do not understand. We do not really understand consciousness. We really don't. We can only go so far deep in the ocean. I mean, think about that. But we can go to the moon, supposedly. We can go to Mars. We can go all these other places. I'm not saying I don't believe we went to the moon. I'm not saying that conspiracy theory. I'm just saying that, it just amazes me that there's so much progress in certain areas, but like lupus, I have lupus, hasn't been cured. AIDS hasn't been cured. Cancer hasn't been cured. It's just those, like, for me as a spiritual being, those kind of questions, those kind of thoughts are troubling for me. And at times they can lock me up because I've gone from worrying about, because my consciousness has moved. I've moved from thinking, I still worry, about money and stuff like everybody, but for the most part, I'm thinking more about those kind of things because I know intuitively that they do have answers for all of those things. But unfortunately, it's going to take a lot of group 4 people to make those things happen. And I think we're going to see a lot of that kind of stuff come forward, but it's just really sad. And I think group 4, 2023 is going to be about you learning to focus your mind and balance it with your emotions. Because I feel like with this cup, this bottle here coming out of nowhere, that there's a cup coming for you out of nowhere. Communication is key. Let me pull on this cup here. I want to get some clarity on this cup. Tell me about this cup, this 4 of potions. Oh, no reversals. A high priestess and the 8 of cups. Okay, so I feel like there is a truth moving towards you. Okay, there's some kind of truth moving towards you. Okay, it's hidden from you now. It is a moment of clarity. That's too many cards. It's a moment of clarity with the 7 of needles here. There's a hidden truth being revealed in 2023. For some of you guys, this is about money. Something's going to be communicated to you about money that's going to lead to an abundance for you. The Magician. Okay, this is something you're manifesting. Strength. It's going to come in. It's almost like somebody's going to give you a lead on a job. Someone's going to offer you an opportunity. There could literally be money that comes out of nowhere. This could be abundance from a project or a business. Some kind of message coming in about this in 2023. All right, let's move into love. I have quite a few of those. Okay. We have emotional freedom. Boom. We have keep an open mind. Okay. Huh. What's going on in love for you, group 4? My phoenixes. There's something better. Okay. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. You're ready. Free yourself. Okay. Some of you guys are thinking about walking away from somebody if you're in a relationship or breaking up with someone, or you have broken up. We have sexuality. We have luminosity. Okay, that is for the last part of the reading. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the 5 of Pentacles. And we have the King of Pentacles. Okay, so Earth energy. That is Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. We have the Wheel of Fortune. In love. The 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm just going to say, okay, let's just pull some cards here, but I'm going to tell you. I feel like some of you guys are in a relationship that you are going to free yourself from. If you resonate with that, then you already know that it's just not working. It's not working. If you don't know for sure, you just have a feeling, And for some of you, this is about freeing yourself from a past relationship. Okay. There's a lot of healing for group 4. You know, when you Phoenix, you heal. And many times it's in the area of love. For some of you guys, there's something about your sexuality here that you're healing. Okay. You know, feeling wanted and desired can be very healing. There's something about you needing to accept your attraction, that you are attractive, you are lovable, that people want you. All right, I'm just going to say it. There are people that want to, hit it. They want to fuck you, okay? I'm sorry. I'm just a messenger, all right? Sometimes my guides are a little rough around the edges, But, you have this incredible sun energy, and people they're just going to want some of it. They just are. Group 3 had this energy. People are going to want some of it, okay? And you're going to feel more freedom. You're going to be expressing yourself more. And for those of you who have done this work, I feel like it's going to allow you to bring someone in who has this King of Pentacles energy, okay? For some of you, this is someone new. 5 of Wands. That's a fire sign. That is going to be Leo, Sag, Aries. God listening and concealment. Oh, okay. So this is someone who is probably going to be a secret admirer. They may already be a secret admirer. Okay, they're just not going to come out about it. It's going to be slow moving. I know that makes you guys feel so much better about it, but slow moving energy. Going to be very attracted to you. They're going to think you're hot. For some of them, you're going to feel like they're a perfect person. And that is probably going to freak you out. I just don't realize, like, this energy is hot. Okay. Yeah. Like when you ignite and you ascend and you get into this energy, like this abundant energy, it's hot. It's irresistible. You are luminous. You are the sun. You're vital. Your vitality. Even the name of your crystal, Cherry Volcano. Think about that. Cherry Volcano. It's a volcano erupting with cherries, you guys. Now, come on. Give me a break. All right. What else? Okay. We have the 3 of Wands. Yes. This is so good. Like, this person is going to go about coming into your life very carefully. They're going to make plans. This is going to be very special. They're going to think about what they're going to say. Lots of fire sign energy on this earth energy. So, tell me more. I got 2 more cards. We have the 3 of Cups on a friends list, probably hidden online somewhere for some of you guys. Definitely, they don't want you to know they're watching you. You might look at one of my Secret Admirer videos, and there might be something there for you guys. And we have the 4 of Wands. Yes, the 3 and the 4 of Wands. So happiness, celebration. You may actually meet them at a party or a gathering of friends or something like that. I feel like they may be trying to figure out how to meet you in person if this is online, how to come together. They may be trying to rig some kind of meeting. I'm getting like a concert or like a get together or something like that. So you guys be aware of that, all right? Okay, let's do your any messages from spirit and stuff like that. So, all right. Has this been a weird reading for you guys? What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. I want to know. Okay, here we go. We have healing with Mother Nature. Yeah, you're working directly with Gaia energy, okay? group 4. Like you're working, in fact, you might feel more comfortable if you connect with the planet. I usually tell people like to ground, like to through the earth or to water, but I want you to like picture the whole planet. Okay, like picture the entire planet or the entire like solar system. I think you will find that you feel more at home with the bigger energy, because we're talking about someone who has like ascended energy, like sun energy. So you grounding to like Gaia helps you share your energy with her. And right now she needs the energy. So when you share the energy that you are transmuting with her, so she helps you transmute that. So you share your negativity with her, basically. Let's say like you give her all your like tears, your depression and things like that. You kind of send that energy into Gaia. She transmutes that as positivity, as healing energy. And she gets that energy herself by transmuting it and sending it back to you. As you send energy to her, she sends energy to you. You can send positive energy to her as well to heal her. But she is a conductor. Like that's part of what Gaia does. She is a processing body vessel, just like we are a processing body vessel. Like our vessels are food when we die. You know, we're all kind of like in an ecosystem, right? Okay. All right. So we have loving the self on all levels. There you are. Sun energy. There you are. Loving the self on all levels. All right. We have, are you feeling controlled and that your feelings do not matter? Robot. You guys, that automatic thing you've been running on, you know what I'm talking about. Where you haven't really like shared your internal world with people or your person or a lot of people or in a book, or used it for artistic expression or used it for inspiration or whatever this is, that is over. Okay, because you're going to be called to use whatever this is as inspiration for good things, for abundance. A year from now, many of you guys are going to be in a much better place, like financially, with resources. I'm not saying that you're going to have super stacks of cash, but you know, where you live might be nicer. You might be able to relax a little bit, you know, with bills. It could be you're in a new house. You know, it's going to be different for different people. We have pillows. Is your home a place you feel safe and secure? Okay, group 4, you must do this for yourself in 2023. Create a safe haven. If it's just your bedroom, if it's just your bathroom. For years, my bathroom was my safe haven. It is still today. I'm very lucky I have a big bathtub because when I'm really sick, that's where I like to go. But for many years, my bathtub was like my haven. Like it's just where I like to go, right? But wherever you'd like to go, your bed, you have a certain chair, like get you some comfy pillows, get you some candles, get you some pretty lights, you know, get you some warm, comfy slippers, whatever it is. You know, if it's your garden, get you some beautiful flowers, get you a special chair, whatever you need to do. Get used stuff and paint it. It doesn't matter. Just make it yours. Make it your space where you can relax, you can connect or not connect, like disconnect, where you can enjoy just being in the moment. Do that for yourself. Give that gift to yourself, group 4. We have angel number 111. You are manifesting new beginnings. Stay focused and remember to practice gratitude. I think in 2023, practicing gratitude on a daily basis can be very powerful for you guys. Okay, just start a little journal, like get a little day book, like a little, not day book, like calendar book, you know, agenda or whatever. And just every day write just one thing you're grateful for. You don't even have to write the whole sentence if you don't want. Just say apples, bananas, computer, you know, Family Guy, whatever it is, whatever you're grateful for. It doesn't have to be elaborate. Just getting into the energy of gratitude can be an energy that really helps change your perspective on your life and see how much you do have. Life is full of illusions, so use your discernment. Again, like Some of you guys have people in your energy who are not going to ride out the year with you. Okay? And some of you are like, I know, I need to do that. If you know, you know. Third chakra, solar plexus chakra. I do. Color yellow. Yeah. I mean, you're the sun. Of course you're the solar plexus. Makes complete complete sex to me. Complete sense to me. You guys. Oh my gosh, you guys, what is going on? Next card, we have leave the pieces that no longer serve your highest purpose. There you go. That's what's happening. That's what this is about, group 4, for you guys in 2023. Like, you're leaving behind the baggage, the shit that no longer serves you, and you're moving towards a bigger and better vision of your life, like a happier time, a sweeter time, which I know feels very weird to people because there's so much suffering going on in the world, and there looks like there may be more in 2023. But understand that even though there is going to be some things revealed in difficult times, there are some of us within the collective who will continue to ascend and rise during this time, because we're not going to stop for nothing, for nobody, because we are beacons. We are part of, think about a house. If you know anything about houses with bad foundations, okay, so say you have a house and the foundation's broken. What they usually do is they dig underneath your foundation, and they put these big jacks underneath your foundation and they jack it up. Okay, so we are the ones going forward. We're like beacons of light, and our light is jacking up the foundations of the collective, so the collective as a whole can begin to rise. But first, us rising jacks up the collective. Does that make sense? I hope so. Okay, we have butterfly, fragility. You know, don't forget to take care of yourself. Okay, don't forget, right? Even the sun dims sometimes. The sun has solar flares. The sun ebbs and flows every day. Okay, has a big burst of energy and lesser energy. So take care of yourself. Don't burn yourself out. Don't give too much. Rest. I feel like group 4, though, you're going to be in flow. So you're going to know when it's time to rest. I think the question is, will you? Will you rest? Okay, we have nymph, promiscuity. You guys, be careful. Be careful who you give your energy to. I'm not telling you not to go out and enjoy yourself and hit it and enjoy the pleasures of physicality. I'm saying be careful who you share your energy with. Okay? Know who you're sharing your energy with. That's all I'm saying. Okay? There's no judgment on this channel. I don't judge people. We have frog, creativity. Frog is also wealth. It's a symbol for wealth. Okay? Some of you guys need to start collecting frogs. Okay, it'll bring you money. Okay, so I feel like it's overall going to be a really good year for you guys. Lots of changes, lots of power, and there's an energy of abundance for you guys that's rising through all these changes. All right, okay, let's get your letters, your charms, and your numbers. Okay, group 4, these are your letters, your numbers, and your charms. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so just take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. These could be your letters or your initials, their initials, an important person's initials, a work name, a screen name, something meaningful. So I'm going to read off your letters for you. We have T, J, C, F, T, B, T, Y, V, F, Z, P, N, A, H, K, U, G, A, O, S, O, M, NZKRIY. Now, you did get 11. I think 111 came out for you guys. So 11s are going to be really important for you in 2023. Also 6. I got 2 6s here, didn't I? Let me see. Let me make sure. Yeah, we got 2 6s here. So 6 6 is also going to be a number of alignment for you. So when you see 11s or 1 1 1 1 1 or 6 6 6 6 6, those are going to be numbers of alignment and manifestations. 11s can be ones can be symbols that you're entering a new pathway, and 6s can be assurances of material like money and things like that manifesting. All right. So now, for your charms, you got quite a few. We have the little broom here. Be sure to keep your energy clear. Okay, just keep your energy clear. Okay, and I feel like with the zombie, you're going to have somebody in your energy who is really going to be threatened by what you're doing. Okay, they're not going to like this new version of you. They're not going to like, you know, you 2.0, and you'll probably hear a lot of bitching and moaning from this person. Okay, and frankly, you may have people who try to like dump on your energy emotionally. They might try to keep you down. We have the 4-leaf clover here. I feel like there's going to be good luck in 2023 for you. You're just going to get lucky sometimes. I'm also with this horse. I'm feeling like a carousel, like a fair. I feel like you're going to have more fun in 2023 than you probably have in a long time, just in general. You may just enjoy like everyday life more. You may see the fun in just being alive. A lot of us haven't had that in a while. We have a fae charm here, so I'm feeling like some of you guys may have fae energy or align with fae energy. You might look into that. We have the pumpkin here. That's about abundance and harvest. We have the moon here. I feel like a lot of you guys are just going to be so in sync with your intuition and higher self. You're just going to be so powerfully aligned in 2023. It doesn't mean there won't be ghosts of the past with this charm showing up that don't come in with the notes here and make a racket. You know, you actually may hear people calling your name. You may actually have like music that comes up that makes you think of people in the past, especially during Mercury retrogrades and things like that. And just understand that that energy is returning for you to continue to purge some of this energetic debris from your consciousness. All right. And we have a crown here. So you guys maybe have been pulled to group 1 or group 3. Those both have like a royalty kind of energy. Group 3 definitely does. So if you're drawn to that one, you might look into watching that sometime. Yeah, that's what I got for you, group 4. I hope this resonated. If it did, please leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you like this reading and you want to see more like it, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I love to have you as a member of my tribe. And I'll see you, beautiful magical creatures, next time. Bye, guys.